You're selling print-on-demand journals, low-content books on Amazon, but you're not getting any sales and you're just ready to give up. If that's you, watch this video. Let me help you. Hello and welcome to the E-commerce Boss Babes YouTube channel. Here in this channel, I help you create financial freedom through selling on Amazon. We focus on selling physical products on Amazon with Amazon FBA and also selling print-on-demand journals on Amazon. My name is Laura Buhl. I'm an e-commerce consultant. I've been helping businesses sell successfully on Amazon for quite a few years now. And since 2020, I focus on helping women create financial freedoms through selling on Amazon. Now let's get started with this video and look at what you can do if you're not getting any sales. Don't give up yet, because there is hope. Now, there are a few different reasons why a journal could not be selling. The first most likely reason is that your journal is not on page number 1 anyway, that you have different keywords, but your journal is not showing up. It's somewhere on page number 5 or 6 or somewhere like that. And we all know, like most likely from our personal life as well, if you're buying yourself something on Amazon, how likely are you going to go on page number 5, 6, and so on? So if no one can find your journal, it's going to be very hard to sell it. So what is the solution here? The solution is maybe for 5 to 10 days turn on ads. Ideally, you want to have more than 10 days because you want to show the Amazon algorithm that this is something that sells. You can set up a budget for around $10 to $15 a day. You don't have to be spending a lot of money to do it, and have your journal then being on page number 1 through paying for it. Right, this could be one thing. Let's say you're already doing ads and it's still not selling well, but then you want to really analyze that. How many people are truly clicking on your ad? Okay, so let's say you've already created some ads, but you're still not getting sales. That's awesome to know for you, because it gives you a good indication that there is something that you need to optimize with your journal. In many cases, when you do see that you get a lot of people seeing the journal, but very few clicking on it, that can mean that your cover is just not attractive enough. And that is good news. It's not bad news, it's good news, because what? If it's something that is in our control, it means that we can change it. So you can go back to the drawing board and create a cover that might be more interesting, and get some help maybe from a Facebook group. Give them 2 alternatives. Which one do you like better, A or B, and so on. Let others give you feedback, especially your target customer. Let's say you are in weight loss, go to a weight loss group and ask them, hey, which cover do you like better? I'm creating this weight loss journal and I'm not getting many sales yet, and I want to understand why. Once you've worked on the cover and you have a cover that is very attractive and you have a lot of people clicking on your ad, but not a lot of people are ending buying it, that means that there's something on your page that is still missing. It could be that you don't have reviews yet, or it could be that you don't have a visual description. If you don't have a visual description, I mean with photos, you want to show how the journal looks from the inside. People don't just buy a journal because they see the cover. Usually they want to see, like, hey, how are the interior pages? What is inside? What do I get for my money? Your listing, your product page needs to answer those questions to the customer. That's why you need to create something. It's called A+ content, and it shows how the journal looks from the inside. Super, super important. If you don't have that, if you don't have photos of how it looks from the inside, it's much harder to sell and do well. Okay, so let's say you've done that already. Let's say you're still not getting many sales and you've put on ads and you're not really spending any money on ads. It could mean that your niche is super small and that people are not searching for what you're offering. That's also good news to know, because it means, like, hey, you know what? There wasn't something wrong with my journal necessarily. It's just there's not enough people looking for this specifically. So what do you do then? You just go and do a research. Spend a day or so looking through Amazon, looking for different type of niches. You want to look for interest groups. Don't just go for a very generic 2022 planner, for example. You want to go into specific groups of people, for example, weight loss planners or gym planners, gym journals, for example. It would be one niche. Or you want to go more for journals or even coloring books or things for children, or you want to go into women, religions. There are like so many different types of interests that people have, and I do recommend you to do proper research. Let me finish this here. People rather tend to give up too early than they do give up too late. If you have been doing this just for a short while and you have not yet seen much success, always look out to check this. Is my journal being on page number 1? If it's not yet on page number 1, then I cannot even judge my success yet because I have not even gotten started. You need to get on page number 1. Very important. It's not going to do it on its own. You need to do a bit of effort, and that effort can come in through ads or through promoting it with like social media or something like that. 2, you want to look how are people reacting to your cover. 3, you want to have photos that show how the interior pages look like. And 4, you don't want to be giving up too early. You want to show consistency. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you want to, with consistent action, win this game. Because once you do have a journal that ranks well, you're going to be doing very, very well over a longer time. I, for example, have journals that I've published a year ago, and I'm still benefiting from them without having to do any maintenance or anything. Because once I got the cover right, once I got the journal right, it is going to maintain itself pretty much. And that's the benefit of doing this, because it becomes very passive. And initially, it might be the $500 passive. For me right now, it's already more than $13,000 a month passive through selling these journals. So yeah. And I got to this point by not getting discouraged. I have so many journals that do not sell a single piece, where I had covers that were just ugly. I thought they were pretty, but the market thought they were ugly. We need to be pretty humble and say, you know what? I might think this is cool, others might not think. And the market in the end of the day is going to decide what is cool and what not, and what they want to be buying or not. And we are more like little scientists trying to figure out, okay, if I have this cover, are people going to like it, or is it better to have this one? And it's just like through trial and error, we just test our way forward. And if you have that attitude, I'm telling you, in a matter of a month, you can have a really good selling journal, because you see it as a bit more of like an experiment and figure out to clear all those missing components. And if you want to learn more about step-by-step tutorials, you want to have coaching whenever you get stuck, we do have a membership. It's called The Club, that you can find more information about in the box below. It's $37 a month. It comes with 6 live coaching calls. They are at different times, so no matter in what time zone you are, there is going to be a call that works for you. And we also have a community where you can get to ask your questions, get feedback, and so on, for just $37 a month. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Until then, bye.